I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center to heal all of the wild fluffy animals I caught, and my little tiny bird that was given to me as a Christmas present for my birthday.
The bug catcher likes bugs. They're comfy and easy to catch.
Oh my god. Yeah, tell that to the Wurmple that broke out of a Pokeball at half health. So... Okay, so we're
gonna say there's that bit in the I guess they redid the intro for Emerald as well. I was gonna say something about that, but we were talking about other stuff. Like there's that bit where I think Latius flies past you in Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah.
You slow down on your bike and well, not you, but you know the trainer sprite. And this one you're just like running alongside a Torchic and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't slow down when a Flygon goes past you. Not a Latius, a Flygon.
A crit tackle will probably kill me, but let's see what happens. Just kind of want to bait, like, get some chip damage in. Okay, it's like...
Do a very chip, yeah.
That was a very small chip. That was like a chip at the bottom of the bag, kind of. That was less of a chip, more of a crumb.
It's a chip where you've accidentally broken the Pringles, so you only get a quarter of the chip, and you have to sort of do the thing where you tip the can over and shake it so that it... Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it comes loose.
Good crit luck.
Gen 3 seems to be kind of stacked for crits. So far, I haven't gotten any, but hey, let's play your curse and all that. That's the challenge. Record Pokemon and go against the awful luck that you have. Okay, this Tail is straight up terrifying. I should have switched to... I should have swapped to get rid of my, Oh, it's less terrifying. It's only level 3. I want one of these. This is going to be my actual flyer, probably.
Something about Talos sprite in this game just makes me chuckle. The way the mouth is just like, wah!
It's kind of like that assy bird emote that I do like all the time everywhere.
That picture of a sparrow from Kimetsu no Yaiba that I post to you sometime. That's like literally just that sparrow emote.
Yeah. I was watching my partner watch that, and I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like I post that everywhere. That's gonna probably be my flyer, if only because I don't know if Swallow or Crobat are going to be my flyer in my Nuzlocke. I have one of each. As of this recording, both are still alive. My Wingull died, but that doesn't matter really. I could get a Ralts here. Because this is not a Nuzlocke, I'm allowed to do that.
Oh, Tad.
I forget if Lombre evolves with a stone or just at level.
Stone.
Stone? Okay. Hey, Dance Ghost.
I think it's a water stone, actually.
That would make sense, too. Go, little tiny bug. Attack this leaf, this lily pad of a leaf with a platypus under it.
I remember trying to use Lombre to do the water gym and Sword and Shield, and it was terrible. It didn't work at all. Even though it was quite quad effective against their ace, it was still lost. Terrible
Okay.
Pokemon.
You're in red health, Lotad. Cool. So the Pokemon I'm going for in that particular patch of grass is a little rare. I didn't see one on either of my Nuzlocke attempts, but I have seen them while grinding up here before, and I would like one. Because it's a good psychic type that I don't really get to use very often. So, I don't know if time and space are going to accelerate into all of the universe, but we're just gonna, like, try for this. Kind of amazing that that's what Wally gets. How he trains it is another story.
Fateful encounter.
I haven't saved in like a minute. Let's do that in case something goes wrong. I need to check to see if Zigzagoon has picked up anything by looking my Pokedex, apparently. It has not picked up anything.
Just after every battle has a chance, or...
Yeah, I don't know if running away counts or not. Poochyena would be a good, well, decent Pokemon if this were a gen where the physical special split existed. That's a thing too, in case this segment exists in the video. Yeah, so certain types are physical and certain types are special. From Gen 4 onward, it's per move, but in Gen 3 and below, it's just this type is all special moves and goes off of special attack. And that type is all physical and goes off of normal attack. So it makes certain Pokemon like Kadabra really, really strong if you can get like an electric or a fire move onto them, because they have really high special attacks. So like, say Thunder Punch on a Kadabra does a lot of damage because it's a special move, because it's electric. In later gens, they make it physical because it's a punch. But, like, in this, yeah, you can, like, absolutely stack types. Unfortunately, that also means there are certain Pokemon, like, say, Poochyena, that kind of aren't great, because Dark is a special type. And Mightyena, which Poochyena evolves into, is very much a physical attacker. And by very much, I mean kind of okay at, rather than anything else.
Playing the long game, waiting for Bite and Crunch to be physical.
Pretty much.
Some of them are just really odd, like Ghost is physical. Like, I would figure that should be a special type, but it's not.
A lot of its moves later on are, in fact, special. Like, Shadow Ball becomes special, which is great, because then that's useful on a Kadabra as, like, coverage against other Psychic types.
Yeah. There's actually, yeah, there's very few physical, there are some physical Ghost moves like Shadow Claw, but they're majority special now, even though the type was originally exclusively physical. It's a very odd choice.
Like, some of them make sense. Like Normal and Rock and Fighting are all physical in the pre-split, which makes sense. And then, like, Ghost and Bug are pure physical. Dark is all special, even though, like, the first move is, like, a Bite and later Crunch. Those are, like, the two, like, most well-known Dark-type moves. They're special. They're not physical. You don't physically bite someone. You just kind of, like, use magical, mystical energy to bite at someone.
Yeah, biting someone is not a physical action, but using Ghost energy to blast someone is.
Yeah.
I suppose in Red and Blue, the Ghost move besides Nightshade was Lick, which I guess is physical. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they made it that, but even so, though.
But, like, that's why I'm not catching the Quintillion Poochyena that are on this route. I'm about to check to see if,
There we go.
Perfect. Female and everything. Now watch me crit it or something. Has Trace. That's okay. It's a casual run, I don't care that much. Okay. I'm gonna throw a ball before I growl again, or before I attack again, because another attack will kill. Pray for luck with the Premier Ball! I spent money on this.
You ever read any, like, Pokemon ball catching superstitions?
Hold B, tap A.
Yeah, I heard, holding down and B when I was playing Red and Blue as a kid. I've never stopped doing it, even though I know it doesn't work.
Absolutely. It
feels good.
It just becomes habit.
Yeah.
Down and B, or if that's not working, then try up and B.
So technically that does work, but not in the way people think. It doesn't make you more likely, but it does alter the RNG in a lot of the games, not all of them. Some of the RNG is like half seeded. There's like 2 RNGs and one of them is seeded or whatever. Like, you find this out with like save states. Like when you play around super mega casually with save states, you can kind of see. But like, yeah, like it technically does change the RNG to varying degrees. So like it works, but it also doesn't.
Not necessarily helpful, but it does do something.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think it did anything at all. I thought it was just a superstition, and it feels good to sort of clench your hands like that. As you need to do to...
And it feels like you're actively trying to will the Pokemon to get caught.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if off-screen I get one that doesn't have trace. Animation
With
for
this
love.
Torchic deck.
What are the other options for Ralt's abilities?
I think synchronize, which means if you get hit with a status effect, it gets transferred to, well, not transferred, but like you get like say paralyzed, the opponent is also going to get paralyzed.
It's the competitively preferable ability.
Yeah, trace is just, hey, this is what the ability the opponent has, which is cool, I guess, for catching things.
You copy it as well, so it could give you something nice, but I think most of the time it won't.
I don't think it actively does it copy it. I thought it just
Yeah, you're copying it.
Oh, that's really cool. You can sit
Like,
there and
if
get
you-
tackled and like get, you know, spore on it or something.
Right, trace a Shedinja.
Oh god. Imagine if it was like sketch and it was just permanent.
I think it's until you switch out.
Yeah. But imagine if it was permanent, you could just go around chasing like all of the abilities.
I like Smeargle.
Yeah. Ended up furthering my career. You know what else you furthered? My trip to the hospital.
I suppose it's also useful if you're looking for to catch a wild Pokemon that has a particular ability.
Yeah, like sometimes, like it's probably not something I'm gonna do super casually in this playthrough, but like, hey, it makes it a good candidate for sending out like, hey, this Pokemon has an ability I might want.
I remember in Sun and Moon, I tried to catch a Marini with Regenerator, which is a hidden ability, so you have to do like one of those mob battles.
Yeah.
It took ages, and I had to, I had to keep testing every one with skill swap.
Yeah.
It says something that would like skill swap, and it's a super precarious balance because you only find Marinis in that game when they get summoned by Corsolas in mob battles.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to kill the Corsolas.
Yeah.
But if you lose all the Corsolas, then you can't keep going anymore because the meanies won't summon other meanies. So you're trying to juggle all these things. You're trying to check their ability with skill swap, and you have to go like 50 Marinis deep to find one. It took like half an hour, that one battle.
So I've probably missed some stuff by not talking to people, but technically it's only the second round of Gen 3 I've done, but like this is like the third round of Gen 3 officially. So, you know, I'm not out for lore. If I miss stuff from like freebies, gifts from people, whatever, then yeah.
Oh, they have a nice background for a town name.
Yeah. Anyway, this is our dad. He's the 5th gym leader, not the 1st. It's kind of like a Viridian City thing in Gen 1, where like the first gym you come across is actually like the last gym, but this is like the 5th gym in this rather than the 8th. So this is kind of a mean one. We're gonna help Wally catch a Pokemon. Wally is going to borrow a Zigzagoon and a single Pokeball to catch a Pokemon. You know, so he can, like, I don't know, be a trainer, just have a Pokemon or whatever. That's just how this world works. So we're gonna just supervise. We're not gonna help in any way. This is our, like, catching tutorial, I guess. But, you know, its flavor is actually really nice for a Pokemon game. It's kind of a, here's how you do this. You didn't know that because we say you didn't. So yeah, he's gonna get a Ralts. As you've probably seen by my Ralts, it knows Growl. And that's it. And he also has a single Pokeball to try and catch this thing.
I mean, apparently it's enough. He does get it.
Yeah. So it's like, this is kind of mean-spirited by Norman, though.
So suppose it would be a little bit narratively cluttered to say that, you know, oh, you know, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs, but he only uses 1. Like,
Yeah. And then, here's your Pokeballs back, Mr. Norman, thank you.
yeah, you'd have to add a whole bunch of lines to explain everything, and it would be...
But, like, think about it. Okay, you get 1 Pokeball. It's essentially Nuzlocke rules, because you just want a Pokemon, you're not particular. And the only move it knows, because he's gonna give the Zigzagoon back to Norman, is Growl. It can't do damage. How do you level it up?
Struggle strats.
Growl has 40 PP. You would absolutely not live long enough to struggle.
Well, do they have any? Well, I guess there wouldn't be any Kakunas or Metapods in this.
Well,
region.
there are Silcoons and Cascoons.
You'd probably have to find other Raltses to use up your Growls against.
I mean, I guess, but yeah. Also, yeah, he's not gonna fight us now. We're going to a different gym first. That's the plan. Yeah, he doesn't fight us until we have 4 badges. So, and that's fair enough.
I'll say this for Wally. At least he catches his first Pokemon.
Yeah.
Every other protagonist just gets gifted their first Pokemon.
That's true. He did have to earn it. Gym leader's like, hey, you can borrow this Pokemon and a single Pokeball. Good luck, kid. Oh, hey, you got the thing that can't attack. Good luck, kid. And then he becomes like a proper rival by the end of the game. And it's like, yeah, no, if anyone... And keep in mind, Wally is like asthma and is fairly sickly and still makes it and catches other Pokemon. It could be that he just like buys a Pokeball, like gets some money from his family and is like, I'm gonna go buy some Pokeballs and try and catch another Pokemon. And just, like, locks into a Pokemon that can actually attack and then swap trains the Ralts. Like, that's kind of my headcanon.
I suppose the daycare has a method by which you can gain XP just by walking around, so I suppose he could level it up in some way. Assuming that game mechanics are real in the world of Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, you know, he just really wants a Pokemon and he's been sickly and just wants a friend because he can't play outside. He's not going to leave it at the daycare. And also, that's also money. You could just, like, buy Pokeballs at that point.
I'm not saying in the day. I mean, I'm saying it's possible for Pokemon to gain levels by means other than battling.
Right.
Or learn techniques. What the heck is this guy?
This guy's new because I haven't played Emerald. Emerald changes stuff.
I like how his metric for if you're skilled is if you have dirty clothes or not.
Like, no, actually I'm an ace trainer, but, you know, I also do the laundry because I'm not a hacking degenerate.
I have my Makuhita scrape my clothes over a washboard. Specifically my Makuhita.
Not even a Hariyama gets fired from its job at that point.
The Hariyama. They tried to have the Hariyama do it and my clothes got holes in them.
Ooh, this thing's fast. Thankfully, it only knows Growl and Water Gun, but it's fast. So, I think Tailo can appear on this route, and I want one. Tailo is little tiny bird. Oh, Marill, okay.
Ooh. Pika-Blue.
Pika-Blue, yeah. I'm not gonna catch one right now, but it's good to know that it exists on this route.
I remember for some reason back in our Red and Blue days, Marill was regarded as like this mythic 150-second Pokemon. I guess because it was like pre-release for Gold, Silver or something, but for some reason Marill was like really highly regarded and like people thought it was a secret Pokemon.
Yeah, the rumor mill was abound by that one, because it was even before the movie that showed Donphan in it, before Gold and Silver came out, so it was like, you know, it's Pika-Blue, it's a Poke-God, it's number 152 in the Pokedex, it eats Mewtwo's for breakfast. And it's like, actually no, it's kind of an just underwhelming water type. Okay, I have to hope that Scratch doesn't kill this in one hit. Okay, not even close.
Fulfilled.
Come here, little tiny bird. get into this ball and become my friend. Cool.
Yes, yeah, even though Pokemon attack people in the wild, like, as soon as they've been caught by a Pokeball, they don't anymore. I wonder why. I don't know what the Pokemon lore... I mean, probably the real answer is there is no lore to that effect, but...
Probably not. It's probably, hey, Pokemon, like if you're walking through grass, Pokemon might come out and attack you, and what happens is as a trainer, you're like, I revel in the challenge, I could catch some friends. So yeah, when you have more than 6 party members and catch another one, it gets put into a computer, and then you can trade them, and like, you can only have 6 on you ever at any given time.